Welcome back to another video, everyone, wherever you are. This is the third and final part of the Utah trilogy. After a restless night, which I can only blame on sensory overload from the day prior, remembering and reviewing everything that we were lucky enough to witness, and reviewing that footage this morning, well, it makes you realise just how completely and utterly insignificant we are in landscapes like these. Waking up with Utah and the national parks on yet another day. I don't know, it kind of makes me realise that these national parks just tolerate you visiting for a couple of days, bid you farewell, and then welcome in a new wave of people behind you. In the guilty knowledge that over time, even with our interaction, nothing is going to change. Driving to a new location this morning, it's exciting today as it was yesterday. So driving to that new location today, we quickly realise that the deeper you dive into these places and the longer that you drive, the more dramatic they become. Morning everyone, welcome back to another national park near Moab. We're at Fiery Furnace this morning, and as I usually do in my shoots, I usually reflect on my photography from the previous day in a experiential way. And after the shoot yesterday, very dramatic location. But given the time that we were in that location, it's not the normal way I take photographs. And it got me thinking last night that I think as a group of people, we actually take our photography too seriously. And we've actually got to remember what we're doing when we're taking photography, taking photographs. And this videography here is an extension of that art form, I guess, the visual arts. And one of the things that kind of hit me last night is that even being in a dramatic location such as yesterday and today may well be more dramatic than yesterday. But if we get back to why we take photographs and what we're doing and the intent behind what we're trying to achieve, it's not about getting great photographs all the time, because all the time the light's not right, the light's not good for photographs today. But it's being in a location and being able to soak this place up. And as I said yesterday, taking photographs with your eyes and having memories. And I think that as a group of people, if we focus and concentrate on getting great photographs, publish-worthy photographs all the time, and increasing that quality and getting better and better and better, we kind of lose sight and don't have fun, because the ones that we don't get, which are better and the ultimate that we can take, are then disappointing. And that's not right. That's not right for the spirit of photography. So we're heading into Fiery Furnace today, probably 2 or 3 hour trek today in the heat. It's about 100 degrees already. And I'm looking forward to getting to some locations which have been photographed before, but also having a look to see if I can come up with compositions or frames, certainly, that haven't been photographed before, not that I've seen. Wonderful opportunity to be here. We're in a national park here that's only 75 tickets per day sold, so we're really lucky to be able to be here, go in here and see what this place has got to offer. So thanks to Paul and Ali for buying the tickets to get in today. Just as we're walking through all of these canyons, some of them are really tight. We're hopping from rock to rock. And I'm not quite sure what of this will take good photographs. There's always blue sky in these, but the sky, I've never seen such a blue sky. I'll post this one on video, and it's straight out of camera. I'm not going to enhance the blue. I don't know why the sky is so blue here. I haven't seen a sky that's as blue as this before. And all of the time I've taken photographs. I'm out of breath here because we're hopping rocks and it's hot. And as I said, we're at quite an altitude as well. This photograph here is just lots of columns of hoodoos with some greenery at the bottom but a very bright blue sky. I'm shooting into the sun direction, the sun's over here. So I do have some challenges around how I manage the shadow areas, which will be very dark. I'm just gonna, it's just so bright I just can't see. Yeah, there's a lot of shadow detail in there, but the camera should be able to lift a lot of these shadows. And I don't want to go brighter because if I lose the highlights, I lose them forever. I don't think it's the photograph I'm going to remember, it's looking at this I'm going to remember. Which is, I guess, the point that don't sweat it when you can't nail a photograph to recapture what you're seeing here live. Because this is simply, I've never seen a landscape like this, it's insane. I have just sat down on a rock here for a bit of rest, and I've turned round, just about looking back down the valley here to find this leading line on the left hand side, down here, and then on the right, kind of funneling your eye down the valley here, and it's interspersed with some greenery that you can see at the bottom as well. The thing that's caught my eye here, that on the left hand ledge here, you'll see the highlights, how it's being lit from that central courtyard and it's fading away. And in that you can see the texture in the rocks on the left hand side, so I'm just going to take a quick picture of that. So this is me here, and I'm almost underneath this arch, and you'll see here by the size of this that you can see some people in silhouette there on the left hand side, giving you an indication of the scale of this place. And so we're out of the chasm landscape that we were in before, but we've actually come to another part of the same national park here. Now this is a scene here that was made famous by Indiana Jones, and the rock formation that you see here, these rock formations, they're simply insane. One of the things that I meant to mention in the last photograph was that the one I took looking down between the rocks before, the rocks there had an element of purple and an element of orange within the rocks, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see how the Pentax renders these in its colour profiling.
it's actually easy for sensors to get confused between one and the other. And the strength of the 645, to be fair, has always been really good colour rendition. That's been the really big strength of the Pentax 645. And I think this is actually an opportunity here with this really strong blue sky behind these monoliths here, is to push some boundaries with a really strong black and white and try and play around with this specific colour infiltrations in post-processing to try and get this to be very dramatic.
Thanks for watching, everyone, wherever you are. Now, I hope you've managed to see all 3 parts from Utah, and what the intention is to put this all into one 36-minute clip just in a couple of weeks, which will show all of the photographs together as well. Until then, cheerio.